Was Canada's version of Cheetos meant to be food for cows? First off, don't call them Cheetos or Canada will be mad at you. Cheezies are cornmeal fingers that are fried and then covered in a powder made of real cheddar cheese that'll get all over your dirty little cornmeal fingers. They're made by W.T. Hawkins Limited in Belleville, Canada, and while they're big in Canada, especially the central area, they're only popular in Canada because they're only sold in Canada. The corner gas of the chip world. To explain that to anyone not from Canada, trust me, it was mildly amusing. Originally marketed as cheese-flavored honeycomb corn puffs, these actually weren't originally made in Canada, but rather their ugly cousin downstairs, the United States. The Hawkins Company originally was based in Chicago, but Hawkins desperately wanted to flee to Canada to avoid two things: his 3 ex-wives getting a cut of his business, and Jimmy Hoffa's attempts to unionize his workers. And flee he did in 1949, and Jimmy Hoffa mysteriously disappeared in a puff of orange cheese dust. But Willard Trice Hawkins wasn't actually the inventor of Cheezies. That was a man named Jim Marker. A farmer from Ohio, all he wanted in life was one thing: a way to preserve corn to be able to feed his cattle year-round. To do this, he built a device that you would dump corn into and it would extrude it out into little sticks only cows would want to eat. That is, until snack maker W.T. Hawkins found out about it. And oddly, the guy who was so anti-union he left the country also saw the potential in feeding cow food to humans. He bought the idea from Marker, deep-fried the corn sticks, covered them in cheese dust, and the Cheezy was born in 1948. They were actually approached by Herman Lay of Lay's fame to fold the Cheezies into his product lineup, but the process and circumstances around the move to Canada ended up spoiling the deal, and Lay's went instead with a similar product that came out around the same time, Cheetos. A sliding door situation where Cheezies could have been the dominant orange cheese stick, replacing Chester Cheetah with Chauncey Cheeza. My review? Sorry Canada, but these are very similar to a Cheeto. They are harder though, with more of a snap, and the cheese flavoring does taste more like actual cheese, but because of that makes them really salty. Cheesy or Cheeto, these aren't really my thing, but if you're a big fan of cheese, you should try these. That's a good rhyme. So my rating out of 5 cheddars is 2.